Welcome to my channel, Duggar Family News. Yes, Jana Duggar had a bachelorette party in August, just as we had predicted. Counting on alum Jana married Stephen Wisman, though many things about her life and marriage are unusual, she did go on a bachelorette trip. It wasn't your standard bachelorette adventure by any means, but it got just wild enough that police pulled over Jana's vehicle 3 months after Jana Duggar held her wedding with Stephen Wisman. She's showing off her bachelorette party to fans about bachelorette party is hardly par for the course for the Duggar cult. But then, neither is marrying at a normal age. Jana is in her 30s or dating or becoming engaged, as you can see in Jana Duggar's YouTube vlog below. She was not alone. Among others, sisters Jessa and Jana Duggar joined her on her adventure. She met up with Jinger 2. Jana's bachelorette party trip included going to Santa Barbara, running late for our flight. She captioned under one moment of the video, "And I was accidentally speeding in one of those dreary treeless neighborhoods where the oppression of the sun seems inescapable." A police officer pulled over the vehicle, however. He ended up letting Jana off with a warning, allowing her to continue to the airport. "We're going to be flying to California to see Jinger and spend a few days there for the bachelorette party," Jana explained to the camera from the airport lobby. The bachelorette party crew only grew, including Michelle Duggar. Sounds like such a fun time, doesn't it? Jan and her entourage spent time at Jinger's spacious home playing with her little nibblings before they headed to their rental home, and it's gorgeous Mountain View in Santa Barbara. The ladies went shopping and partied in a very PG sort of way. The closest thing to action involved Michelle allegedly having stopped a thief. "A guy stole somebody's wallet," Jana told the camera. "So Mama Bear chased him down and told him to give it back." Jana offered her assessment of the bachelorette trip. "Had a fun time in California." Next thing up, the wedding. Most of the Duggar adults are married, and those marriages began with supervised courtships that lasted brief amounts of time, all with parental approval. In some cases, they began in their teens. While we wouldn't call Jana lucky to be a Duggar, to grow up in a cult, or to live as overly put upon elder sibling to so many children, she did manage to dodge the borderline child marriage bullet. Jana is 34 years old. That's a normal age to marry. The bachelorette party, however seemingly tame, is also almost unthinkable within the Duggar cult. One wonders how much of the cult lifestyle was just for show, and how much if it is just Jana having outgrown Jim Bob's control. Counting on alum Josh Duggar is currently serving his 12.5 years in prison. He was convicted of SAM in April 2021. Since then, members of the Duggar family have stepped away from social media following the controversies they faced. Insiders have also surfaced making shocking claims about Jim Bob and Michelle. Jim Bob has also been trying his best to overturn his son's case. However, some fans think Josh will never get out of prison earlier than his expected release. Keep reading to see why Josh recently made headlines after an insider claimed he's getting special treatment in prison. The Counting on alum was allegedly relocated to a dorm with better living qualities, adding that the special room was dedicated to those who have a job in prison and have signed a code of conduct. But Josh still doesn't have a job, but he's already working on getting one, which somehow qualifies him for a new dorm. Aside from that, it was reported that Josh celebrated Thanksgiving with other inmate. Sources claimed that they feasted on huge meals and engaged in many activities, including sports and board games during a holiday. Despite all the fun time Josh is having in prison, an insider claimed that it doesn't mean he'd get out sooner than is expected. Release. According to sources, inmates must serve their whole sentence in federal prison, and if Josh's release is on October 2nd, 2032, then he won't be out A day early, Josh Duggar has been trying to overturn his case. He even petitioned for Siri and appealed to have the upper court review decisions made by the lower court. However, the Supreme Court rejected his appeal, which put the nail in the coffin of his attempts to clear his name. A photo of Josh Duggar also surfaced online featuring his new look. He now has a much longer mustache, and many people have noticed his slimmer physique. Some were also surprised that he was wearing sunglasses while walking around in prison, which is considered a luxury and not easy to obtain. This made some people think he's still getting special treatment in prison. Jessa Duggar seems to be living a peaceful, fulfilling life far from the reality TV cameras that once made her large family famous, known for her time on 19 which Kids, now includes her husband, Ben Sewald, and their 5 children. Jessa and Ben's relationship began in 2013, when Ben, who was 19 at the time, started courting Jessa, then 21. After receiving permission from her father, Jim Bob, the couple quickly grew close and got engaged in August 2014, marrying shortly after. In November, the couple's first child, Spurgeon, was born in November 2015, followed by Henry in February 2017. The couple then welcomed daughters Ivy in 2019 and Fern in 2021. In 2022, Jessa and Ben faced a difficult period in their real relationship when they experienced a miscarriage. Jessa opened up about the emotional toll of the loss, saying in a YouTube video, "I just immediately started crying. Ben was there, and he put his arms around me." However, the couple found hope in 2023 when Jessa announced in another video that they were expecting a rainbow baby. The young mom said in her announcement, "Just this past week, we found out some wonderful news that our rainbow baby is on the way, and we could not be more excited." Their son George was born in December 2023. As she announced on her Instagram, "Baby is here, and we couldn't be more grateful." She captioned a photo of her holding her newborn 1 year prior. In 2022, Jessa and Ben made a major change by moving from a home near Jim, Bob, and Michelle to a larger fixer-upper in Springdale, Arkansas. The couple have documented their renovation process, excited about their new space that offered nearly double the room compared to their previous home. It's great having more space. We almost doubled in space. We were around 1,000 square feet, and this is about 1,800. It feels like a mansion, honestly. It's amazing, Jessa noted in a YouTube video. Though Jessa has maintained a quiet public life away from TV cameras, she is relatively active on social media, occasionally posting ads on her Instagram and frequently sharing photos and videos of her family on her socials. Meanwhile, her husband Ben works as the pastor at Emmanuel Baptist Church in Springdale, which, according to legal documents for the son, the family's home, is also owned by Jessa, has not publicly commented on leaving the Institute in Basic Life Principles, a religious organization the Duggar family has been associated with for years. However, her sister Jana Duggar and brother-in-law Jeremy Vallow have distanced themselves from the ministry, as well as many other Duggar siblings who have seemingly strayed from able teachings. Growing up, Jessa also admitted to being molested by her brother Josh Duggar after his 2022 arrest, along with her sister Jill Duggar and a babysitter. The sister spoke about their experience with Megyn Kelly in a 2015 interview and said in Josh's case, he was a young boy in puberty and a little too curious about girls, and that got him into some trouble. She told Kelly, "On the Kelly file, Josh will stay behind bars until 2032. Joy Duggar and Austin Forsey are spending quality time together ahead of the hustle and bustle of Christmas." The Counting On couple headed to South Carolina earlier this week to spend time without the kids as Austin celebrates his birthday. Things seem to be what they expected from the photos Joy and is shared on her Instagram page they are staying at Bold Farm Tree House in Bala, South Carolina. It is a huge draw for tourists from all over and offers a unique experience for guests who want a one-of-a-kind experience. Given Austin's love of the outdoors, it was the perfect choice for his birthday getaway on Instagram Joy. Jana Duggar revealed she and Austin Forsythe decided to get away for a few days. They chose a 3-night stay in the Bolt Farm Tree House in South Carolina. She captioned her share 3-night getaway to Bolt Farm Treehouse, South Carolina Treehouse. This is just what we needed. No plans, no schedule. Minimal screen time, nature intentional. Conversation, and much needed sleep. Already feeling refreshed and ready to jump back into reality again. The majestic treehouse stay runs around $465 a night, and there is an upgrade offer which Jana and Austin purchased. Given the basket she shared in her carousel of photos, some other photos shared included views from inside the treehouse mini golf videos, the car they rented, and Joy Anna doing some clearance shopping with 3 little ones at home. Joanna and it could relax and enjoy some onion one time while someone else watched the kids with the Christmas holiday less than 2 weeks away. There are questions about whether or not Jana Duggar and Austin Forsythe will be at the big house for Christmas. They spent Thanksgiving in Oklahoma with the Forsythes. A tradition. Christmas is a big deal for the Duggars, still with so many different things happening this year, including Jana Duggar's wedding and move to Nebraska. It's questionable whether the entire family can celebrate together. Last year, Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard joined the family at the big house after years away. We also suspect Justin Duggar and Claire Spivey will head to Arkansas for Christmas. Joanna and Austin have typically spent the holiday with her siblings and parents. Their children get to play with their cousins, and the house is filled with gifts from exchanges. Ahead of the holiday, the couple decided a getaway would be a much-needed break before the business began.